Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Monday, January the 2nd, 2023, and if you were about to say 2022 like I was, you are reminded on screen that it is in fact 2023 by the pattern you are faced with. And it comes from Julian. And that's today's. He sent this to be played on the 1st of January 2023. We're a day late with it, but looking forward to playing it. Now, Julian says it's an easy level game, but I'm not sure if we can take him at his word as to what defines easy or not, since he is really a good player, and so what he calls easy we might not find easy. But I'm playing it right now because the link to the Guardian's Monday puzzle is linking to a killer Sudoku, and I really detest killer Sudokus. I really don't like playing them. I can't explain why. I mean, I know the maths involved is fairly straightforward, just addition and subtraction, but something gets in the way for me when playing it. I just don't like having to just add and subtract while playing the game of logic. I don't mind some of the other Sudoku games that they play on, say, cracking the cryptic with, strange patterns and things like that. I can play those okay. I don't like them much compared to regular Sudoku, classic Sudoku I should call it. But they are much better than the killer Sudoku for me, which I really dislike. Anyway, so thanks once again to Julian for providing us with yet another puzzle and perfectly timed for today. Right, let's see. Now, if you've never played Sudoku before, he says it's easy, so I'm just going to give the instructions because I'd like it to be an easy puzzle, because Monday in the Guardian is easy level day. So we have 9 squares in each row across, we have 9 squares in each column down, and we have 9 squares in each of these smaller blocks. And our goal is to place a 1 in each row and column and block without repeating itself. Okay, that's all there is to it actually. There's nothing else to do. So I'm just going to click on the numbers one by one to see if I can find any easy numbers to begin with, to see if it does turn out to be an easy game. Okay, well, I can see something. I'll come back to that in a moment, just because if there's something a bit easier, I'd like to show you that first, because if it is for a beginner's game, okay, this will do for a beginner's level. Okay, look. Right now we have 4 in this column already, and we have 4 in this column already, and we have a 4 across here. Do you agree? So, because we've already got 4 in this column and this column and this row, we can't repeat the 4. So when we consider this block up here, there is only one empty square where the 4 can go. So we know that the 4 must go there. Let's take that 4 and drag it along here, highlighting, I mean, just so I can show you that 4 blocks across this row, we have a 4 blocking across this row, and that's going to put a 4 into that square there. I'm going to keep looking for any kind of really easy things before I show you the other thing that I can show you, which is something with the 2s. If I can show you something easier than that, first of all, I will. It may not be anything easier than that, though. Let's see. No, okay, I think it's got to be done then. So if you consider the 2 blocking up here like this and the 2 across here, what does it mean? It means we have 2 possibilities for 2. 2 could go in either of these white squares here, right? Now, I can't say which one it's in, but it's in one of them. So if it's here, it blocks across this row, and if it's here, it still blocks across this row. So this row is now forbidden as 2, and we have 2 blocking across here, so we know in fact that the 2 must fit into that square there. Okay. And so that's another kind of Sudoku trick that you can learn. And even if you're a beginner, I hope that wasn't too difficult to understand. Right, let's see what else is on offer now. Well, we have as a Sudoku, another Sudoku trick, which is a bit more which is a bit more difficult to find sometimes. We have 1, 2, and 9 blocking across this row here, right? Do you see? 1, 2, and actually, yeah, okay, 1, 2, and 9 blocking. That's not right, is it? I've got 2 here. Excuse me. Who said it's easy? It's not that simple. I'm messing things up. Never mind. We've got 1s up here. Let's just see where things can go. That might be an easier way of doing it. We also know that 1s have to be in one of these squares here, because we've got a 1 blocking this square here, right? So we need a 1 to complete this row. So we know that the 1 has to be somewhere there. Actually, I better do it like this. Let's do it this way instead. Excuse me, I'm changing tack. Missing numbers in this row are 1, 2, and 8. Okay, now we have a 1 and a 2, both blocking this square, so this can't be 1 or 2, and that means that it has to be an 8. Five, six, 7, 8. Okay, all right, now, okay, let's do it like this then. So across this row, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 9. It means we don't have 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are all missing from this row, okay? But when we see down this column here, we have 5, 6, and 8 in the same column. So that means that this has to be a 7. Because it can't be 5, 6, or 8. And in fact, 5, 6, and 8 are going to be in these squares now. And now we can see again the 5 and the 6 are in the same column. And so this can't be 5 or 6, and therefore must be 8. You can, if you're absolutely new to Sudoku, you can rewind this, go back and check it again if it's not clear or it's going a bit fast or something. Hopefully it won't be. Difficult to pace for absolute newcomers, I think, Sudoku. 7 blocks up here, right? That means that 7 is going to be either in this square or in this square. We're not sure yet, but either one. Wherever it appears in one of those two squares, it will block down here. And this 7 blocks down here. And so that is going to give us a 7 in that square there. You agree? Good. I'm glad you do. We have 3 missing numbers down here. I'm just going to check and see what they are. They are 3, 5, and 6. And guess what? We've got, again, 5 and 6 very conveniently placed in this row. So I think you're spotting a pattern now that you can take with you when you're playing Sudoku, a nice kind of pattern to be looking for. Right, what's next? And if you are new to the channel, you should note that I don't play any of these games ahead of time. So sometimes I just have to work them out. Right, 7 blocks across here. That means 7 is in one of these 3 squares here. I can't tell, but I know it's in one of them. So that means that it can't possibly be in those 2 squares because it has to appear somewhere here. And now we've got 7 blocking up here, and so that is going to give us a 7 there. Now, when we look at this, again, same kind of thing that we've been seeing several times so far. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. No, I take that back. I take that back. Just forget I was about to say something untrue there. What we can say is there is not yet a 4 in this column, and when we ask ourselves, can this square be a 4, we've got a double no, because we have 2 squares definitely blocking 4 here. What about this square? No, there's a 4 over here in the same row, and that means that the 4 must appear down here. Now the 4 blocks across here, 4 blocks across here, and 4 blocks down here, so 4 will appear in that square there. 7 blocks across here and across here, and that means that the 7 must be there. We're going to continue with those 7s. You see how they block across these 2 rows here, and we have a 7 up here. That puts a 7 into that square. And then we have 7s blocking up these 2 columns like that. So that will give us the 7. Now, in fact, if you are new to Sudoku, you might like to know that there are only 9 of each digit. So we have 9 7s, of course, 1 in each of these small blocks. And so we now have completed digit 7. There aren't any more to find. So put the 7s out of your mind for now. Oh, excuse the extraneous motorbike noise. I'm here in Bangkok, and we have a lot of motorbikes here in Bangkok. Right, what goes next? Let me see what's missing from here. I think we don't yet have 1 and 2. And so that means along the bottom here we have 3, 5, and 8. And here we go. Here's a 5 and an 8 in the same column. So this square here, can it be 5? No. Can it be 8? No. And therefore it has to be 3. Right? Or you can see 3 is blocking across down here like this. Actually, no, that wouldn't help. You'd have to do it like this. Okay, now 3 does block across here and 3 blocks down here. So 3 is in that square there. What's missing from this block? 1, 2, and 6. Any help? Well, we have the 2s here. The 1 and the 6, not yet. Okay. All right, let's go on a little reconnaissance to see what goes where, shall we? Okay. Yeah, actually, missing number... we don't yet have a 1 in this column, but we can see a 1 blocking across here. So, in fact, we know that the 1 has to go there. The missing number here, then, is going to be a 9. Oops, excuse me, hit the wrong key. And if you are new to the channel and are planning to come back again, you better get used to me hitting the wrong key, something I do often. 9 blocking up here, down here, and across here means that 9 is going to be in that square there. Then the 9's blocking across like this gives us a 9 there, and then we can go up here to finish. And a 3 will be the last number in that column. Now we also have 3 blocking across here and 3 up here, so that puts a 3 into that square there, and 3 across here, and down here, and that's the final digit 3. So again, now like the 7s, the 3s are now complete. We don't have any more to find because we've got 9 iterations of the digit 3. We've got a 5 blocking across here. That's going to put a 5 into that square there. We've got 5 blocking up here and 5 blocking across here, so that will give us a 5 there. We've got 5 down here and 5 across here, so that puts a 5 into that square. And now there's only 1 empty square in this column, and so it must be a 6 to complete the column. That's all we need to finish it off. We have 6 blocking across here and 6 across here, so that's our 6. 6. Where are you? What's missing from up here? 6 and 8. Okay, let's see what's missing. We've got a 1 blocking down here. No, that's not going to be good enough. We're going to have ones like this. Oh, yes, it is good enough. We've got ones blocking over here. I thought there was something. Okay, one goes there. Right. 8 blocks across here, so that gives us an 8. And now there's only one number either for this block or this row, but of course it has to be the same number. There is only one possible number that can go in each square to complete the game of Sudoku. It has a unique solution. You can see what the 2's are blocking now. It has a unique solution, and so we can guarantee that if there is only one square where a number can go, then it must go in that square. One block's down here, one goes there. The last number to place here is a 6. 6 blocks up here, so that puts a 6 into that square. And 8 is our last missing number here. 8 blocks across here and up here like so. That gives us an 8 in that square there. We don't yet have a 5 in this row, do we? But there's a 5 blocking here, and so we can say, hey, you're going to be a 5. And now there's only one digit missing across this row here, and I believe it's a 6. So let's place it in. Now we have 6 blocking up here and 6 across here like that. That's going to give us a 6 here. And for this row now, we just need one more number to finish it, and that's going to be a 9. So we'll place our 9 there. We'll take that 9 and say blocking down here. That gives us a 9 there. And there's one number left here, which is a 1 for this block. Right, and now there's just one empty square here, and I believe it's a 2 that we can fill it with. And we just need a 2 for this block up here. And then for this square here, it must be a 4, because for this column or this block, 4 is what we need. 4 blocks down here, so that places a 4 in that square. We've almost finished now, not much more to go. So if this is your first ever Sudoku, congratulations if you've got this far. Missing number here is a 2 for this row. We also have 2 blocking down here and across here, so that's going to put 2 there. And for this row now we are looking for a 1. And for this row or this block, we are looking for an 8. That 8 will block down here now. That gives me an 8 in that square. The missing number here is a 5. 5 blocks up here and 5 across here. So that's a 5. Once again, I want to say thank you to Julian for his comments for ages on the channel and his hard work into giving us some solution paths, notation free, and absolutely for giving us these marvelous puzzles that he's been passing on with, which have really great and interesting ways of solving them, and some patterns that you can spot and some nice things to look out for. So again, thanks a lot, Julian. We really appreciate it, all of us here on the channel, I'm sure, and not just me. And we need a 9 to finish up here and to finish today's easy level Sudoku puzzle. He says easy. I'm going to say that's at the harder level of easy. I'm not sure if that's a beginner level. I'm going to call it easy, but I won't call it beginner like I usually do on a Monday. I have a feeling for beginners it might be slightly tough, but it's an easy level game anyway. Thank you very much, and stick around. And if The Guardian does by any chance update its link later, I'll play that one for absolute beginners. If they don't, I won't, right? Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.